What's going on, my friends? It's Carl here in the house. I love saying that. I don't know why I always say that. I need to come up with a better jingle. Good morning, world! Something like that. Alright. Are you prepared to take your life to the next level? I think a lot of times I get uncertain, I get unclear about where I'm going in life, and I get really confused. And I don't know always what to expect. I'm not always sure about what's around the corner. I don't know. And I think the point I'm going to make in this podcast episode is that you have to be able to have faith. That's the big thing. It took me a little while to realize I am not the biggest. I don't have that much faith in it, and I do, but I don't at the same time, and it's something I'm working on, because there's a lot of fear in the world. I know it now. I know there's a lot of people hurting, and there's a lot of people that are scared for whatever reasons, and I am one of those people. It'll never truly go away, and that's why I always pray, and that's why I always ask for help and stuff like that, and ask the universe or whatever. And so I constantly am working on improving my faith and believing in myself, because I have a lot going for me, and I do try my very best each and every day. And so it's really good to prepare yourself the best that you can. I've noticed that lately I've been working hard on certain things, such as lifting weights, trying to get bigger. I've been really doing good with my music lately. Been making this song. I'm getting into the rap game now, and I just thought it was really interesting how I'm starting to be a little bit more productive, and I'm not worrying about the money as much anymore, because I have a job, right? And that job pays my bills and everything. And so I have a few things going on, and I'm always trying to make money, and it's interesting because it's like the more that I don't try to make money, the more I make it. The reason being is, this is just a perfect example. So I'm building up my website again. I've always kept the domain name wolvofficial.com. And I've written so many blog posts over the years, right? I built a blog, I think back in 2013, I want to say. Yeah, and then so, what's that, like 5 years? 5, 6, 7, 8? Yeah, about that. And so I've been I've been making a lot of blog posts and stuff like that, and I've always been trying to make courses, always trying to sell people money, or not sell people money, that sounds funny, but to charge people for my courses and stuff like that. And then I just kind of said, forget about it. Like, I do enjoy making money, but I think I'm not really an entrepreneur. I know that sounds funny, because I have a podcast that I could always, if I really wanted to sell like a program, I could, but at the same time I don't. I have a donation link instead, and so what I do is I ask people to donate, and that's kind of my way of saying, okay, people really are finding value, and I share the link, etc. And so I think it's really interesting how I just have so much belief in myself that I am going to start receiving donations. Just the way that it's all set up, it's easily sent to my bank account and everything like that. And I'm not really a person who, I guess, will walk up to you and ask for money. But I have this platform, right? The WordPress website that I made, where it's kind of where I blog and stuff, and it's always there. Like, if you want to donate, you can. And here as well, if you want to donate, you can. And then my music. So the music that I make too, right? Like, I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm being funny, because I kind of am with building the blog and building this music, selling music. And then, but then also, what is it? And then the podcasting. I can't really think. I don't really have. I've done a lot of things. I sell things on Let Go on the app. Like, I'll buy from Etsy. I enjoy doing that to get a little more cash. So, but yeah, I think you have to be relaxed in life. I don't think you have to work as hard as they say. I think if you believe in yourself, and maybe believe in a higher power, that everything is going to work out. Like the faith, having the faith is really important. It's really helped me out a lot. I hope you can hear that from the sound of my voice, the tone of my voice, that you'll know if something is good for you. I've never had any issues with recording music or my podcast or blogging, and people always want me to keep doing that and stuff like that, so I do it. And I foresee that in the future, maybe with the music, there'll probably be some people trying to like get money or whatever, but the thing is, it's on a per song basis, and I guess if it comes down to suing somebody, you know, you just go to court, you go litigation or whatever, you know, or you work it out with them. And I think once money starts getting involved, that's when people want like a piece of you or something like that. But we'll deal with that as it comes. I'm not really worried about it. I'm protected, and I got things in place. So, but do you see where I'm coming? Like the whole fear thing, right? Like it creeps up a lot, and I catch that, and I notice that for me that it's not good. And so what I do, what I try to do is I try to stay faithful, and I just keep doing what I love doing. And right now, the biggest things that I love doing is helping you guys, girls, whatever. I try to help people as much as I can, and that's why I'll always do the music, and I'll always do podcasting and blogging, not necessarily for the money, but through donations and stuff like that, is because I know that that's what I love to do, right? That's what I do genuinely love to. I don't think I made any money blogging, and I will keep doing it. So I think it's kind of funny, and I'll always make music, and I'll always podcast because I think it's an interesting way, and maybe it'll lead to speaking where I can like help people someday. You know, I'm not some huge success, but I know one thing is that I came from nothing, and like not absolute nothing, but I came from a very, I think I had every drug problem, every alcohol problem, sex, porn, addiction, everything. But I rose, and I am rising above it all, and I just want you to know, I don't know where you're at in life, right, but the thing is, there's not really an easy way to say this, but you need to find something to believe in, right? And it could be God of any sort, right? Like whatever it is your thing is, I can't say for everything, but what I do know is that the Bible has really helped me out a lot, and you might want to try it. If you want to try it, you can. Right now, it's helping me out a lot in my life. I don't know how to explain it, but it's doing magic for me, and I want the same for you. So, but you never know, because like what works for me may not work for you. But I know that it's helped a lot of people, and so I'm kind of hoping that people try to see things a different way in that light. But just want you to know, I think where you and I connect the most is that I've been through just a ton of crud, like in my life, with family, with girlfriends, with friendships, just a lot of jealousy and stuff like that, and I don't understand why. Now I do, but it just, you have to prepare yourself, and the best way to do that is to get rid of the fear, not completely, but to have faith, because a lot of times when you find love and faith, you know, when you combine them, do things that you love, and you have faith at the same time, it seems to be working out. I tried a drop shipping business a while back. I used to sell on Amazon and e-commerce and stuff like that, and then I quickly realized that I was selling other people's products, and that wasn't really a good idea because people started trying to sue me and stuff. It's getting pretty bad. I mean, I probably could have kept going, but my credit card started getting blocked in China, and I just couldn't buy any. I couldn't source any more material, so I pretty much called it. And I think that was the best thing that ever happened to me, because I realized that I need to stick to what I love to do, and music I just love. You can't take it away from me. Even if I have to produce my own beats, I'm gonna keep making music. That's what the beauty of life is, you know. And so you got to open up. You got to open up and allow others to come into your life, to give to you. And I think it's interesting because if I ever ask somebody in person, like, hey, could you donate? You know, like I'm trying to get more comfortable like that. I think anything, if you're like me and you're an online nerd, you're an online junkie, you do everything online, you find that you got to get back to the real world, right? Like that's why it's nice to have a job, you know, in the real world with physical people, because it allows you to stay connected and it kind of affects other areas of your life in a good way. If you're always behind your computer all the time, you're missing the human interaction, because a lot of times, like selling locally is a great example, right? I sell things from Etsy locally, and they love it, right? Like I'm in front of them, and I get to see their face, and I get to really work on my selling skills a little bit more. You just can't beat the face-to-face. Like, you really can't. And so that's why this podcasting thing is great too. But, you know, if you saw me in person, it'd be a lot different, because I could convey to you some of the things that I'm thinking a little bit more differently. So, but I guess where I'm at in life is I'm trying to get everything I've ever wanted, right? Obviously, but I'm not really a materialistic person. If you look at me right now, I don't have like like what you think I have. Like, yeah, I live upstairs, right? Like I got a few bedrooms and stuff like that, but you know, and I got a decent car, and you know, I got a little bit of cash, but I'm doing things differently because I don't have, like, I'm not trying to go into debt, right? I'm not trying to owe other people money. I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing things for me. And what's interesting about how I live my life is I'm a minimalistic person, and I don't really go lavishly spending on like a lot of different things. I'm very conservative. I make my own meals. You know, I say my own prayers, and I live a very simple life. But it's a good life because I'm not desperate for much. You know, I'm very content. I'm very grateful. And, you know, I got a blow-up mattress. I wish you could see this. Like, maybe go on my Instagram. I think it's on there. Or, like, I had this blow-up mattress. Like, just like walking around my house, I have... The place came with a fridge. It came with a stove. Came with a toilet, shower. But pretty much, like, I don't have any furniture in my house, and I love it. Like, it's like walking into a new house every day. I have but maybe 7 coat hangers with clothes on them. That's it, right? And yeah, I'm looking around. I got a few trash bags. You know, I got a little piggy bank. Better not rob me from my piggy bank. I got like $10 in there. But yeah, I mean, I've always had a pretty good view in my life. I've always had a pretty good view. You know, I got my little vision board here. I love my vision board. I'm a huge believer in vision boards because when you wake up in the morning and you look around, like the first thing that you should see is your vision board because it's your inspiration. And I got everything on there. I got everything from Grant Cardone to Ed Milet to Mark Cuban. I got billionaires on there. I got Oprah Winfrey. I got this quadplex I want to buy as an investment property to, you know, put people in there. Like, I have dreams, baby. I'm going places. I got a $1 bill sitting on my vision board just to remind me that I want the money. I want it all. I want it all, baby. But look, the thing is, the reason why I can talk the way that I talk, and that's just the way I am, is because I've been through a lot. And you will too. You will go through a lot as well. And you probably already have gone through a lot. And what I'm here to tell you is that it's not fun all the time. Like, there are times when I am lonely, but I made it. Like, I am always striving. I'm always trying to make it. My goals are to be financially independent. I'll probably still work for people, but I'll have the option to go work for bigger companies, or whatever. Like, it gets simple, right? And I love Nevada. I want to stay in Nevada if I can. And, but yeah, living a simple life isn't as glamorous as people think. And here's a great thing I want to tell you. Did you know that I believe that the reason people fail a lot in life, they get, surrounded by bad feelings, they have bad mindsets, they're in bad relationships and all of that stuff. What the heck was I just going to say? Shoot. Darn it, Carl. All right, so what is it? Because they don't believe? Oh, I'm going to feel silly if I don't. The reason why people don't get what they want in life. Oh, no, I'm going to leave you hanging. Maybe I'll just keep talking because I think I just forgot what I was going to say. So, yeah, you get in life what you pay. Oh, that's what I was going to say. So, simple things. You want to make sure that you do the simple things in life because those are so overlooked, right? Like, we get the fancy college education and all the high school education that you can, but the more books that I've been reading lately, the more I realize that I skim over the easy things, like goal setting, like waking up at 4 a.m., like going to bed early, like saying prayers, like, do you know what I'm saying? You got to keep in mind that there's simple things in life that you can do that are going to just make your life so much better. We avoid the simple things in life. I'm kicking stuff around my house. And those are the things you need to focus on, like gratitude. You can't overlook simple things like that, meditations, because that's what's getting me where I want to go. I don't fool around with that stuff. I don't play with fire, so to speak. I practice all that stuff very religiously. I set my goals every morning and every night, and I get what I want. That's why I talk the way that I talk, and that's why I know I'm going places. Because I'm done living how I used to live. Like, I used to live with a bad mindset. Like, I did not have what I have now. And it's not always going to be like this. I just have really good habits that are going to get me to where I need to go. They serve me very well. So, for example, the old me would beat around the bush, go eat out and have a beer or whatever. But now the new me is like, okay, Carl, you need to go lift weights at 4 a.m., and then you need to eat breakfast, and then you make a lunch, and then you need to read and read and read. Like, it's just different. Like, you get better habits as you get older. Some people just never learn. And that's just how it is. And I don't pity them, anything like that, because that's their choice. So, I don't know. I just think that's pretty interesting. So probably just going to leave it on that. This was actually a very good episode for you guys if you're just tuning in. If you like the show, you want to support, please go to my Instagram, hit the link in the description, and hit the donate button. Donate as much as you can. I prefer $20 bills at a time. If you can, or go to wolveofficial.com, read some blog posts. You can donate there. At the end of every blog post is a donation link, or you can click the donate button in the menu. I really appreciate that. I love seeing money come in. I love paying down my debts. I love saving a little bit of money so that I can, strategically put that money to use. One of my plans right now is to make a building, right? I'm going to call it Wolve Official, and it's going to be whatever, right? Like consulting business or something. But I'm going to put people in there who can grow, like probably 18 to 25 or whatever for right now, or whatever age. Eventually, as I get older, I'm going to start building it up. And what I want is to have an environment where people can grow and learn. I want people to work for a company that I never had the option to when I was younger. Like, I was working for lots of different fast food restaurants and stuff like that, but I want a professional office atmosphere where people can learn and grow, and we have a lot of training, and that's what I'm going to do. And so we're going to hire people, and so that's my aim, is to build these buildings. All of them are going to be called Wolve Official because that's my brand. That's how I do it. I make things happen in life. With your support, I can do that, and I appreciate you so much. God bless. Take everything you have to heart. Life is short, but doesn't mean you can't live a good one. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your weekend. Make next weekend memorable. Carl, signing out.